Okay, we're going to do an unboxing today, and hopefully in the video description I will have a description of what we're unboxing today. But what it is a very, very nice controller that I have bought to replace the original controller that came with my Yaesu. And I don't know why, but apparently I have taken out all of my knives and left them inside somewhere, so I don't know how that happened, but anyway, so we'll use this instead. And unfortunately I've got a bunch of stuff sitting around here because this was where I could actually do the unboxing, and so therefore just to show, this is the actual product itself. I got this at DX Engineering. It was supposed to be here on Monday, but it came today, and which is good because it's a beautiful day in Texas. It's about 70 degrees and sunshine and bright. And actually, let me turn on the lights in the shack. You can see what's going on. Anyway, there we go. And of course, there's tape on this side of the box also. So let's zip this up into here's my knife. So, well, apparently the side cutters worked, so here we are. We have a nice thank you message from Arco itself, as well as a QR code for the downloading the actual manual. But we're not going to get to that. In this quote unboxing, we're not going to get to the manual because I will have to set up the controller and get it connected. So it comes with a power cord, USB cable. I think this is, yeah, USB-B, and a Ethernet cable, which for me is going to be too short. It also comes with a connector for a type of controller I don't remember, a rotator that I don't have, so I don't need this, and a spare fuse and a little resistor probably for this. But anyway, so that's this, and then I'm not sure what this is. This little thing. So whatever I did with the knife, and I hope y'all can see this. I'm doing my best here without all of the thousands of dollars worth of video equipment that everybody else seems to be able to buy, and I personally would just as soon spend money on my radios, and so that's where the bulk of my money goes. Oh, very nice. It comes with a toroid. Abe will be happy. I don't know what the mix is. It's probably in the instructions when I download those. So you get a toroid, and I'm not sure if there's other stuff. Here actually is the controller think it will come out of the bag. So they give you a nice bag, but anyway, a nice bag. Here is the rotator controller. It's got a fairly nice size screen. This is bigger than the one on the 101D, so it's bigger than that. And then it's got a power button. This is the rotator controller here, power and motor, and then it's got some lights here for power, motion, and fault. So there's a fault light on it as well. And then if we take a look at the back, and here's where you'd replace the fuse should you need to, a small fan. So this could possibly be loud because it's small. USB-A, USB-B, a LAN connection. This is, from what I understand for firmware updates, a serial connection, and this link is actually used to link more than one of these controllers together. I'm not sure. They claim for like people with huge stations that have multiple towers, they could keep two towers in sync. And then you've got this D sensor, probably about a 15-pin D sensor connector. And this is the one that's labeled rotator, but that is not the one that I'll use. I have a Yaesu rotator, so it'll plug right in here. And then here, of course, is your ground lug. The 200 watts is how much power the rotator pulls. And I have a G800. The G800 does not pull, 400 watts, which is the larger of these. So the 200 watt for me is fine because it's replacing a standard rotator. So that's the unboxing, and I will go ahead and get around to now replacing the rotator. Work through that. Of course, first thing I'm going to do is download the actual instructions so I can do this right before I get into it. So anyway, just a quick video here to show you all the kinds of things that I'm able to do. I know a lot of y'all don't have stations that are like this, that have this kind of equipment. There's a reason why I got this, and that is because when I put the antenna on the rotator, I actually had it in the wrong position when I bolted it in. And because there are bolts that go through the actual mast, it's extremely difficult to change it. So supposedly on this rotator, and I'll bring this over and hopefully I'll show you this rotator here. So this rotator, let's move the mic or the headphone cable. So this rotator, supposedly you can take this ring off and then change this or this number like 0 to where it actually lines up to. My north now is around 120 here on this controller, and so it's not really the way the rotator should be working. This 0 mark should be north, and then of course you've got degrees around the rest of the deal. So this should be north, that should be south, east, west. And unfortunately for me, this is north. So I've got, you can supposedly get in here, take this ring off, get your hands in here and move this, or even replace this with an actual map, or a great circle map. Now, this new controller, and hopefully this will make a better picture here. This new controller, the screen will actually have the same markings on it as that controller, plus it will have a great circle map on it as well, and an indicator on the great circle map. So one of the setup points on this is that you go in and you put your grid square or your actual coordinates on it, and it will do the coordinates. Let me back up a little bit here. It'll take your GPS coordinates, and you can put them in up to, I believe, about 5 or 6 decimal points. So it'll do all of that. Again, this is an extremely expensive piece of gear, but what can I say? It's Christmas and I'm giving myself something, so it is what it is. So anyway, that's what I've got for you today, and hopefully I'll get this out a little later today, but we'll see. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Yeah, I'm gonna continue the video here. Maybe I think I'll tack this onto the back. Here's the controller configured or set up. It's really interesting the way that this thing works. I mean, all I had to do was take that one out and put this one in. There's a little bit to it. You actually don't move the controllers or the control cable around until you set it up. So if you're gonna do this, they do have a video on it, and they explain it really well. Especially the guy that's doing it has a Yaesu controller. So I now have a Yaesu, I also have a Yaesu control or Rotator. Sorry, a Yaesu Rotator, and I'm working with the Yaesu, or the 850 DX is what I've got. Anyway, what you kind of do is you come in, and this is touch screen, so it's really neat. You go in here, and there's a calibration. I'm not going to run the calibration, but the thing on a Yaesu radio, because it's got auto stops, you just hit this auto button here in the center. I'll take my hand away. Anyway, you hit the auto button, and it goes through the entire setup and calibrates all, does a full rotation backwards and forwards. And then when that's done and you hit exit on it, it pops up a little screen, and then it calibrates the ramp up and ramp down. And I've not used ramp up and ramp down before, but I'm getting used to it. Essentially what it does is it measures the amount of play that happens after it rotates. If you look up here towards this top area here, there is a sensor position, and the rotator has a sensor in it, and this thing is reading the sensor, so it knows when the rotator stops moving. So it will monitor the sensor deal after it has stopped applying power, and measures how much further does the antenna go. So that's kind of your ramp up, ramp down. Also, it's measuring the speed through that sensor position. So it'll ramp the speed up on a long turn. Then when you're done with all of that, you go out and you set your, or you measure the position, your azimuth in true north. So you go in and you set your true north. Then there's a button on here that allows you to enter that information. You basically the custom button there. When you hit the custom button, it comes up and it asks you what your azimuth is for true north. So then you put that in, and then from there it calculates everything and sets up the deal. Now, by the way, I don't fully have this set up yet. I haven't set up the LAN yet. I haven't set up the. I've got a USB cable in it, but I haven't figured out exactly what software it is that is used for the system. There is some software on their website. I'm sure that's what I need. But anyway, so I haven't done that. But once you have that on here, you can remote into this computer that I've got here and rotate or run the rotator from a remote position, so you can remotely control the rotator. The other thing you can do is you can set up the LAN information, and then you can operate it remotely over a LAN connection. I haven't done that, so I don't know exactly how that works either. So I'm having a lot of fun trying to figure this thing out. Although there's not a whole lot to figure out on this thing. So anyway, once we've got all the calibration done and everything, we can essentially, and I'm sorry I'm hand holding this thing, but you can exit this, and it generates the little map here, rotator map, and then these buttons down here that are showing like California is what I put in here. That's 297 because that's a station I just worked, and I know that this thing is pointed at him. So I hit, long press that button there, and then I can enter the information, what the degrees are that I'm at, and what name I want to give it. And then you've got 6 buttons like you do, say, on your car stereo, and you can go, oh, I want to go to this station today. And you can hit it, and the rotator will just go to that position. So anyway, this thing has all kinds of fancy stuff in it, and it's one of the reasons I bought it. One of the main reasons I bought it is it's confusing to me. I literally, and I will show you what I'm doing instead. Hopefully this comes out on the computer, or on the video, but I am basically doing that. And if you look right here, you can see that this is the place with the least amount of wires, and for that means, oh, okay, well, I can tell where it's pointing. And I'm even tempted to tilt the tower over and tie a little ribbon or something out there that can, because when it gets dark, I can't tell what's going on, even though this is fairly well lit in terms of a night mode. It has a really nice night mode and night vision, but the wires don't come in very well. And one of the things I've noticed, and I've live streamed recently, if you want to go look at that, where I had this antenna up in the stream, but I was doing it, and as I was going through and live streaming it, people thought that it was snowing out where I was, and it's literally the amount of flying bugs that are flying around in front of the camera that get caught by the camera, and it looks like a blizzard, but it's not a blizzard, it's just bugs. And fortunately it's not mosquitoes, but anyway, it's just gnats and flies and whatever the heck else is flying around out here. But anyway, so that's kind of another quick add-on to this review of this Arco MicroHam that I'm working on, or that I bought. You can go look it up on DX Engineering. I got it off DX Engineering, off their website. I was really impressed with it. Believe it or not, and I saw this from a reel that was on Facebook, and I saw a guy doing a really quick demo on it, and I thought, what the heck is that? And I started researching it. So The Facebook stuff does work on certain people, and I guess I'm one of them. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video and show some. If you're interested in something like this, this is a really. I'm finding it a really great improvement over the Yaesu controller. The Yaesu controller obviously works and it does its job, but it's just not as slick. And remote control is rather difficult on a Yaesu controller. I believe it is capable of doing it through some kind of serial connection, but again, this one has a lot more things in it. Whoever designed this really put some thought into it. Anyway, that's what I've got today. 73, and y'all enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and hopefully Santa Claus is good to you this year. Anyway, 73, this is Don in 5SKT.